Hey, welcome back. Today is January 16th, Saturday, and on this post I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets very quickly before diving into Algorand, ALGOUSD, and see what exactly has gone on in this market since the last time I have spoken. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on this market according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are watching me on YouTube, do subscribe. If you guys are watching me on TradingView, do follow me, as I'll be keeping you updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you guys do want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 4 free stocks as of today upon a successful sign up and a qualifying deposit, and I will also receive a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. I'm purely sharing my own speculations, opinions on this market. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in this market, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you guys have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I'll get to them a lot faster that way. And I'll see what exactly is going on in the markets first. Most importantly, I do like to take a look into Bitcoin dominance. It tells me where the money could be trending into. Currently, like I said, the time frame I was focusing on for Bitcoin dominance was on the daily time frame, and right now it does look like the price action here has been supported by the daily 50 MA, which is the white line right here, but it does look like we have a breakdown of this head and shoulders pattern I've been talking about. When Bitcoin dominance trends downwards, it is better for trading altcoins, in my opinion, as opposed to if Bitcoin dominance trends upwards. Measure target here for Bitcoin dominance is going to be about 63.5% in that range. Let's take a look into Bitcoin price action now. Bitcoin price action, I think this is doing something pretty ideal in terms of trading altcoins. If Bitcoin price action does not do too much, then I do expect there's going to be quite some room for altcoins to run, as we have seen for the past day or two. Now, the Bitcoin price action here has been forming a symmetrical triangle pattern. The measure target of this pattern is going to be, as far as I can read it, is about 47K or even above it, okay? Measure targets are theoretical targets only, may or may not be reached. It could also be overreached. I just tend to be more on the conservative side. Now, the key support here would be the daily 21 MA, which is the blue line right here, is still what I'm looking at as the key support. If this support actually breaks, I'm looking at the 12-hour 50 MA right here, which is the white line. In that case, I still would expect this to be a symmetrical triangle pattern, as it does look like the 12-hour 50 MA still looks pretty, it still looks parallel enough to the bottom trend line so that I don't have to invalidate this symmetrical triangle pattern. Like I said, symmetrical triangle patterns, bullish continuation patterns, 60% chance of it breaking upwards. Verify that stat on your own. Let's take a look into Algorand, ALGOUSD. Algorand here, the time frame I'm focusing on here will be the 12-hour time frame, which closes about 9 minutes. It does seem like the possible bearish divergence on the 12-hour time frame, which is seen by comparing this higher high right here with this lower high. However, with the lower high on the RSI, that is classic bearish divergence. Let me take away some of these duplicate trend lines here. So what I'm seeing here is a possible rising wedge pattern that could be occurring, depending on, I still do need that second swing down to the bottom trend line though to actually validate this rising wedge pattern. So that is a possible scenario for this price action, especially on the 12-hour time frame right now, with bearish divergence playing out. Whenever I do see bearish divergence on a specific time frame, my conservative estimate is that the price action would fall back to the next closest moving average on that specific time frame. In this case, would be the 12-hour 21 MA, which is the blue line right here. Let's see if the price action is actually going to fall as far back down to about 46 cents right here. Okay, but that is a possible scenario. Another possible scenario would be if the price action actually consolidates within this range and wait for the 12-hour 21 MA to actually catch up to the price action. That is another scenario. And of course, the other scenario, which is the more bullish scenario, is if there's enough bullish strength in the market that the price action would not even wait for this 12-hour 21 MA to actually come up and it actually takes off without it. That is also another possible scenario. These three scenarios, I will take them into consideration and see which one the price action fits into as time goes on. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. So this is a 12-hour time frame is the time frame I'm focusing on because the bearish divergence, I'm still waiting for it to actually complete, or would it actually just bounce from here. So this is what I'm looking at. On the daily time frame up, I don't see possible bearish divergence. Actually, excuse me, I do see possible bearish divergence here on the daily time frame now. Okay. Now that I do, I think an hour ago, it was still actually, this daily candle was not actually going to, it did not look like it was going to close an equal or slightly higher high comparing with this previous high right here. But now there is also possible bearish divergence on the daily time frame as well. And this could be significant because the daily 21 MA is all the way down here at about 43 cents, okay? On the 3-day time frame, does not close for 2 days, so I'm not too worried about it just yet. But that is still something I'll be paying attention to in about 2 days. On the weekly time frame, no. And on the monthly time frame, no as well. So the 12-hour and the daily, which are going to be the time frames I'm looking at, okay? So let's explore the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, if the price action either breaks out of this estimated upward trend line here for this estimated rising wedge pattern. Okay, this rising wedge pattern is still only estimated only because I'm still waiting for that second swing down. I need 2 sets of swings up and down to validate a pattern, a triangular pattern at least, okay? That's what I'm looking at. So I don't think it's fair right now to actually give a measured target for this possible pattern because it would depend on where I would actually place the bottom trend line. And where I place the bottom trend line would depend on where that second swing down is going to land and bounce, okay? So I don't think it's fair to give a measured target here just yet. But if it actually does form a rising wedge pattern, it's a 60% chance of it breaking downwards. Now, the bullish case scenario here, if the price action breaks above this upward trend line, not just the upward trend line, but also the next fib level at about 58 cents, slightly under that, okay? That's what I'm looking at, okay? If the price action on the 12-hour time frame and the daily time frame gets a solid close above 58 cents, I'll be more inclined to believe that the price action will continue higher from there. Otherwise, this is going to be the next key level of resistance, okay? So I'm not just looking for a break above this upper trend line on the 12-hour and daily time frame, because even if the price action breaks above this upper trend line, as you guys can see, the fib level here, about the 58 cent level, is going to be right above this upper trend line. So I'm looking for a break and a close on 12-hour candles and daily candles above the 58 cent level. Now let's take a look into the bearish case scenario. Bearish case scenario, if the price action actually just falls back, which is probably what I'm leaning towards because of the bearish divergence here. Okay, so if it actually falls back and see where the second swing down actually lands and bounces, then I can actually validate this rising wedge idea and actually do a more a price prediction from there, seeing where the price action may either break down to after this rising wedge pattern actually validates. That is the bearish case scenario. Let me reiterate. Price action on for the bullish case scenario would be the price action breaks and closes above this 58 cent level. I'm looking for a solid close. So 59.60 cents. I think that's a safe close. Okay, that's just my opinion. That's the bullish case scenario. 12-hour and daily candle closes about the 59.60 cent level, which is this fib level right here, about 58 cents. That would tell me this price action has broken out of this rising wedge pattern or estimated rising wedge pattern. bearish case scenario, if the bearish divergence on the 12-hour and daily time frame actually plays out, I'm looking for a swing down and a bounce off this estimated bottom trend line. Let's see how wide or narrow this rising wedge pattern would be. So I'm keeping an eye out on the second swing down and bounce. That is the bearish case scenario for now. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today for Algorand ALGOUSD. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I would love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully, and if you would like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.